Hi, I'm Harrison Keeley. Here's a quick look at today's top stories. First of all, a 20-year-old man was shot to death in Dalton, Georgia last night. Police responded to 200 Easterling Street just before midnight. Officers found Abel Carmona shot in the chest. He was taken to Hamilton Medical Center where he was pronounced dead. Detectives are currently following several leads in the case. We'll have more details at timesfreepress.com as they develop. 2 people have been charged after a pregnant woman was left to die in a car. 24-year-old Haley Stanley of Dalton was found in a vacant lot outside the VFW building in Calhoun, Georgia. She was 19 weeks pregnant. Police say 2 individuals, Leming and David Bastin, were with Stanley before she died. They believe drugs were involved. Chief Garry Moss says Leming told Bastin to park the car away from their house and then call 911, but that call was never made, leaving Stanley to die alone. Those closest to her say she battled addiction but was happy to be a new mom and was turning a new leaf. Bastin has since been arrested. WRCB reports authorities are still searching for Leming. Both have been charged with reckless conduct and involuntary manslaughter. A naked woman was found vandalizing a stranger's home in North Georgia. A Calhoun homeowner told police she came home to find her house vandalized and flooded. Deputies searched the home on Nelson Lake Road and found the suspect hiding in a closet. Sheriff Mitch Ralston says 34-year-old Suzanne Hussein lived about 7 miles away and didn't know the homeowner. Hussein has been charged with burglary and criminal damage to property. Last week, tens of thousands of dollars were stolen from the Bessie Smith Cultural Center in Chattanooga, and now police are wondering if the theft was an inside job. On June 10th, police found swastikas and KKK references spray painted on walls in the center and the cash gone. But the spray painters avoided items of value and caused no serious damage. Police believe the spray painting was a ploy to make the crime look like the work of racists. Authorities are continuing to interview people of interest. Anyone with information is asked to call the police. Public backlash is brewing after the city told a bakery that its mural of flying donuts is illegal. After she spent $11,000 on the mural, a city inspector told the owner it was an illegal ad and has to go. But in a Times Free Press poll, only 14% of readers believe the mural is an illegal sign. And now a group of artists have started an online petition asking leaders to revamp the city's sign ordinance. It's received nearly 200 signatures in less than a day. Coke's Bakery owner Barbara Davis says she thought she was doing a good thing. After all, her storage building had already been marked by graffiti. But city code doesn't agree. Flowers can be painted on a donut shop and donuts on a flower shop, but it can't be the other way around. Senator Bob Corker wants to raise gas taxes by 12 cents over the next 2 years. His proposed plan would raise federal gas and diesel taxes for the first time in more than 2 decades. Corker sees it as the solution to funding problems threatening the nation's highway programs. The plan would also peg gas taxes to inflation to avoid future shortfalls. A former Tennessee Vols football player has been charged with murder. Janzen Jackson played defensive back for the University of Tennessee in 2010. Now he's charged with strangling his mother's boyfriend in California and leaving the body to decompose in the trunk of a car. Jackson's mom testified that her son began behaving strangely and started hearing voices before the killing. Jackson is in jail on a $1 million bond. His next court date is July 15th. This area has 2 of the lowest-ranking teacher training programs in the nation. The National Council on Teacher Quality has released its annual review of teacher prep programs, and it doesn't look good. The elementary education program at UTC ranked 327th on the list. That's out of 394 programs. And Berry College in Rome, Georgia, ranked last at 394th. Officials say too many colleges are doing a poor job preparing teachers. Valerie Rutledge, dean of UTC's College of Education, says she thinks the study is based on limited information. She says Tennessee's own report card on teacher programs is more accurate. But she says UTC is working to raise the bar. The school's minimum GPA requirement has been boosted from 2.5 to 2.75, and teacher licensing exams are being made tougher to pass. Finally, an investigation has uncovered a big loophole in Tennessee's drunk driving law. It turns out that a person can spend more time in jail for getting pulled over while drunk than for causing a fatal accident while under the influence. Several offenders in Tennessee have avoided jail time entirely. That's because one of the biggest factors in a driver's sentence is the desire of the victim's family, which means it's possible to get probation instead of prison. One attorney says he doesn't know of anywhere else that can happen. But if you get pulled over for drunk driving in Tennessee, watch out. First-time offenders are required to spend at least 2 days in jail. Turning to weather, today will be sunny with a high near 93 degrees. The low tonight will be around 68. That's it for today's newscast. Thanks for being with us. You can find more on these stories and breaking news all day long at timesfreepress.com.